Hey everybody, it's Beatles update time already again, and I want to start by telling you that I was going to do a review. It was in my mind to do a solo review for John and Yoko's Sometime in New York City album. I was thinking about it last night, contemplating it again this morning, and then what happens is I go to my record store today, my favorite record store, and look what I find hanging up on the wall the same day. This, like mint, like new, practically copy of the 1972 album. I already had this album in pretty darn good shape, very complete, but mine was a little more slightly on the brown side. This is really kind of white. It's in great shape. And there's the gatefold. I mean, I was thrilled to find this, and I found this for a very affordable price. I'm not going to tell you, but I mean, it was ridiculously cheap. I mean, I couldn't believe it. You know, that's my record store. They always give you a good deal. And look at this, the original record, and like, looks like it's never been played before shape with the morphing label, John morphing into Yoko. And it looks like it's brand new. What a thrill to get this. I mean, I'm always looking to upgrade my collection. And what this means is that the one that I had is up for trade or VCLT or whatever. Inside, it had the original inserts here, including inner sleeve for record 1. And here's the army picture where there was good old radicals, John and Yoko, Fit to Die, 1972. And then we got the one here, the Frank Zappa and the Mothers, inner sleeve for record 2. And also this sheet, which looks like it's the sheet where you could fill this out, sort of a petition for John and Yoko to be able to live and work in this country, the U.S. That's okay, original. So it has all its original materials to it. Also, sticking with the vinyl theme for the moment, I had this. It's a 45 that I found for only a few bucks by the Young World Singers, and it's this novelty record called Ringo for President. And there it is. I'm a collector of unusual novelty records. Ringo for President, why not? He couldn't do a worse job. Anyway, now we got a couple of interesting 45s from Germany on the Odeon label, green Odeon label. They were both $10 a piece. This one's a little rough. If you look at the sleeve, you can see some damage there, but nothing's perfect. And this one's got Do You Want to Know a Secret and Little Child on it. It's very unusual to see a 45 with the song Little Child on it, so to me that was an exciting find. The other one has Ticket to Ride and Yes It Is, green German Odeon label. Also picked this up, Traveling Wilburys. This is a UK version of the Nobody's Child 12-inch. I already have the 7-inch, and this one here is the 12-inch version. Kind of immaculate shape. Here's some more 45 items. I picked up this, the picture sleeve for Hello Goodbye and I Am the Walrus. When I got it home, I realized it's not perfect. I know it's very anal, but us collectors sometimes get like that. Like over here, there's a little white tear. Ooh, my God. Ooh, and in the T in Beatles, there's a couple of staple holes there. But pretty good shape overall. A little bit of ring wear, maybe slight ring wear. The thing about this is that I think this is one of the singles that have been reissued. And for the record, I'm not a fan of reissued singles. I can't stand that, because you want to collect the originals, and it makes these less valuable. And it gets hard after a while to tell what's the original and what's the reissue. So I'm not really a fan of that. This was hanging on the walls of my record store for many months, and I didn't bother with it because I thought I already had it. Then I checked my collection, realized I didn't have it. And it's the John Lennon Borrowed Time picture sleeve. The B-side is Yoko doing the song Your Hands. Now, once in a while I think I see records that were from my original collection, which I sold to this guy at the record store years ago. I'm not saying this is definitely mine, but I know I used to cut plastic sleeves here before I got my own 45 vinyl sleeves, and I used to scotch tape over the flap. So it might be my original single. Who knows? Okay, now moving away from records into other things, I got this. The original sheet music for Do You Want to Know a Secret? This, what's interesting to me about it is it says 1963 on it. And I like the fact that on the top it says, recorded by the Beatles on VJ record number blah blah blah. So this is from the VJ, you know, period, maybe before they even had the Capitol albums out, which is cool. Okay, now this past Sunday I went to my indoor flea market and they had a guy selling Beatle related books for $2. And here's some of the books I picked up. First I picked this up, Shout by Philip Norman. I used to have this book, but now that they have the new Mark Lewison biography that's out, this is almost obsolete maybe, I don't know. The Mark Lewison biography seems to be the one to really be the definitive. So I may wind up putting this, I'm not sure yet, in maybe a contest prize or something like that. Here's an interesting story. I had this book, I Me Mine, George Harrison, back in, I think I bought it in 1980 originally. And I sold it because I saw that on eBay it was going for over $100. I put this on eBay 10 years ago and I got $168 for it. And I'm not usually one of those guys trying to just look to make a buck, but it was, I never read the book, really never bothered with it. So I figured $168 for a book that I'm not bothering with, and now I got it back 10 years later for $2 in pretty darn good shape. So that's a good one. Now these next 4 books are Paul McCartney and Wings related. Here's a Paul McCartney and Wings hardcover book. I'm not really going to open it up. It's got standard Wings pictures in it. Here's another one, Paul McCartney and Wings, another book. Why not? Just take the moment to flip through a few pages because I'm going to run out of camera time. Now this smells like mildew, and that leads me to my story. Unfortunately, when I bought, especially these next 2, this is Wings Tour US, Hands Across the Water, Wings Tour US. This is kind of mildewy and lumpy, and so is this one, Linda's Pictures, which had a lot of great, nice pictures in here by Linda McCartney of different rock stars, including the Beatles, of course. What happened was, I put these down after I bought them. They were not in a bag, in the back of my car on the floor. And I have no problem with that. I'm usually very careful with my stuff. But I didn't realize we had snow the other day and I was using the snow brush, to brush off the car. And it was still wet. And I had that on the floor. So these 2 got kind of like mildewy and kind of like lumpy. $2 a piece.